I'll tell you something, Arthur.
What's that, Dutch?
I gotta say, Arthur, I think that Lara Croft would make a fine Lemoyne Raide. Morning, Bradshaw. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that Lara Croft, she would make a perfect Lemoyne Raide.
What makes you say that, Dutch?
Well, you look at her. Look at her throughout the franchise, Arthur. She sets out for herself. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. And she tries to always find these artifacts, all because she thinks she knows better than anybody else. That's exactly what the Lemoyne Raiders are like. They think that the whole Civil War ain't finished yet because they think they know best and that their way is best.
Well, I don't know, Dutch. I mean, Lemoyne Raiders also have a very outdated view on things such as like women's rights and people of color and things like that. I mean, Lara seems to know quite a few people of color and have them as friends, and also she's a female. She's a female explorer. Don't get many of them, Dutch. So I think that she kind of breaks the mold a little bit, moving into a man's, what's traditionally known as a man's world. I suppose you go back far enough, everything was a man's world at one point. But yeah, I'd say she's a bit more progressive, Dutch, and she has a much more, she's much better with that sort of thing.
Are you kidding me, Arthur? Have you seen? She comes from a background of privilege. She could go be whatever she wanted, because she can just buy her way in with her daddy's money. Just like these Lemoyne Raiders. They're all sitting on the old plantation money that they all made before there was a change in the labor laws and how you actually have to pay people. You look at Lara. She only needs these people. She only knows these people because she uses them to get what she wants. That's how it works, Arthur. They pretend. People like that, they pretend they're one of the people when they're not. She's going around making friends with these people at the same time. She's using them for what their information and then stealing artifacts that are the rightful, which are, belong to their country. But does she care? No, she doesn't. She just goes in there and does what she wants and says what she wants and take what she wants, just like these Lemoyne Raiders. Don't listen to nobody.
I mean, you do make a point, Dutch, but I just think that the argument for her being a female explorer, which is very much known as a male-dominated area, and the fact that she doesn't treat any of these sort of people of color as second-class citizens, I think that she very much breaks the mold with that on that count, and that's very not Lemoyne Raiders, Dutch. Like, you have to admit, a lot of their centerpiece is sticking things to the old ways, which, let's be honest here, Dutch, just the old ways were not so good. So maybe, like, I think that maybe not. That she's definitely a lot more progressive, and I think she does a lot to break out of the mold and not stick to the old ways, which is very, very not much like Lemoyne Raiders.
I mean, I don't know, Arthur. That whole, like, coming from old money that your daddy made, and then just using that money. What is she doing to help the people, though, Arthur? She could be giving that money out to orphanages, women's shelters, all sorts of places. But what does she do with that money? She uses it to fund herself, traveling around the globe, stealing things that don't belong to her.
I mean, you do make a very good point there, Dutch. I think this might have to be just one of those things that we never will fully get we never fully understand exactly. unless we had this sit down with Lara Croft. But considering that she's decades away into the future and we're all the way back in 1899, I think that we probably ain't gonna learn the definitive answer to that, Dutch.
Maybe we won't, Arthur, but I know what I know. And I definitely know. I think she has so much money, Arthur, she could buy Tahiti. Oh, hang on, Arthur. Hang on, Arthur. Leave that thought with me. I got a plan hatching. Oh, God.
There you go.